And wow, that auction that we're going to today got front page press. And that's something you normally wouldn't see where I'm from in the city. That would be on a classified ad or something like that. But here in UMRV, it is big business here. And we're going to head over there today because the Smith family is moving to South Carolina. It's a farm and a family that were previously located in Iowa. But they are retiring and they are moving to South Carolina. And we are hopefully going to be able to buy some of this. But let's fold this. And let's get down to the garage. I would like to just take the power washer and get under that forage wagon and under that tractor. They're still pretty clean, but I just want to make sure that nothing gets stuck under there or anything like that. And it's just water, so it doesn't really cost all that much. But when we're doing this, I will let you know that, yes, we're headed down to the auction today. We have to buy certain things for this farm, and whenever there's an auction, a place to get secondhand equipment, it's obviously going to save us some money, so we're obviously going to look into that. And we do want to go over there because the Smith family is a well-respected family here, and I know that they took care of their equipment very well. So the problem is it's a big dairy farm, so I'm not really sure how many things we're going to be able to afford over there or if there is anything over there. But either way, it's a good place to network and kind of just get my name known.
Hey, Herd!
Jeez, Justin. Whoa, how you doing, man? How are you?
Well, good, and it's safe to say that I got you, right?
Oh, no, you got me. You got me. Anyway, what brings you up here?
Well, I was wondering if you were headed over to that auction today, the Smith family auction. I was going to go over there, and I don't know, I just wanted to see if you wanted to tag along.
Yeah, I do, actually. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to afford there because, the farm is a little bigger than what I've got over here, and I don't have a ton of money, but I do want to go over there and at least look at some equipment.
All right, well, are you driving or am I driving?
Oh, no, I'll drive. I don't mind. I was headed over there anyway. Actually, looking at the clock here, let me go get my keys and then I'll meet you in the truck.
All right, sounds good. So, Herd, what made you want to move all the way out here to Wisconsin or Iowa? I mean, you're running for something? Debt? A woman? Both?
No, nothing like that, Justin. I was taking the train 45 minutes one way to work, working all day, coming home, same train, going to bed. Just, it didn't really seem like much of a life to me at the moment. I figured, for a little more time and a little more effort, I could start to try to build something out here in Wisconsin for myself.
Well, you bought the right farm. John really took great care of that place, and you got a really good piece of land over there.
Well, what kind of farming did John do most of the time?
Well, John didn't have any animals for the past few years. He'd been trying to sell that place for a few years now, but there isn't too many people looking to jump into farming these days. And what is it? We lose like 12 farms a day just in the U.S. alone? The average age is like 50 or something like that? People our age are rare. People our age with this much money to start just doesn't happen. So it's not very often anyway. So then you come to town, and you're a younger guy, a first-generation farmer. I have to hand it to you, Herd. It takes guts.
Well, and blind faith, and maybe a little bit of ignorance, but I'm hoping not. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Justin. But enough about me. What about you? Have you always lived in McGregor, or?
Oh yeah, I played football for McGregor and wasn't very good, and at least I can admit that. A lot of the old jocks in town will tell you that there was an injury that prevented them from going pro, and that's why they're stuck in McGregor. But yeah, first beer at the tavern was in town, the small town life in a nutshell, but I like it. My family has owned the farm store now for longer than I've been alive, and it seems like it's going to be mine in time, so I've got a pretty good life carved out here.
It sounds it, and honestly, you got a good family business over there that you're running, so congrats to you, too, and running it well. Your dad just stays in the South?
Yeah, him and my mom moved to Florida a couple of years ago, and my dad comes up here every now and then, but, Mom just had too much of the winter, and, I keep trying to tell her, you can go down there and then come up here in the summer, but for some reason, she now thinks the summers up here are cold even. I think it's just an excuse, to be honest.
Well, you have to admit that Florida is nice.
It is. Either way, Herd, here is the Kodiak. We gotta grab a beer sometime.
Well, if all goes well, there will be some celebrating today, right? Hopefully we get something over here at the auction, either one of us, and make this a productive day here.
I hear that, Herd. What are you looking for over here, anyway?
Nothing and everything, all at once.
Well, that was as clear as mud. I think that ignorant thing you were talking about earlier is starting to peek in.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know that things are expensive, so if I can get a good deal on something, anything, then I'm going to take it. And, I know this family was really well respected. I know the farmer was a good farmer who took care of his stuff. So, I'm hoping that I can get some good quality used equipment.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Smith was the best. Everybody loved him up here, and yeah, he did take care of his equipment quite well. So that's why I think this auction is going to be quite well attended. I think there's going to be a lot of people here that you can rub elbows with, Herd.
Well, yeah, I don't know anyone in town, so that might be helpful. I do know one farmer, the guy that you sent me up there to get his cows. He was a nice guy, and, I do like the people around here. Everybody seems to be pretty chill.
Yeah, everybody is pretty nice to one another. We all help one another out in this community, that's for sure. But I think the turn up here is going to be up here on the left, and we're going to take that, and then we're just going to go a little bit further down here. Here's the turn. We're getting really close now, Herd.
All right, and I see a farm all the way. Oh no, it's way closer. Look at how many people are here. A good amount of people here.
Oh yeah, I told you it's going to be well attended. There's going to be a lot of people here, and man, I'm seeing some equipment out there already that I could maybe look at. So, but yeah, I'm going to go in here, and when we get in here, just go over to the 10x10 tents and sign your name in and get an auction number.
Well, where are you going?
Oh, I'm definitely going to be over there, and I'll catch up with you when we're looking at the equipment. I got a couple other people I got to talk to that I see over there by the silo, so I'm going to get over there and I'm going to talk to them. You get in there and get an auction number, and then we'll meet up, and hopefully both of us are successful.
All right, well, I guess we'll head over to the 10x10 and we will catch up with Justin in a little bit. But let me sign in here and I will pick it up when we're done. All right, well, Justin is over doing some business for the farm store, so I am just going to go over here and walk by myself, and I guess we'll start over here with this side-by-side. This one looks nice. Great condition, as Justin said. Everything here is probably going to be in peak condition, but that's something that we might be able to bid on, and that'd be really nice to get along around the farm, I should say. And then we got a Massey. A cab. That's something I recognize immediately, being cabless. Especially when it rains. The McCormick is nice. And all this stuff is in really good condition, and that scares us because I don't know if we're going to be able to even afford to bid on that McCormick. That New Holland, we're just going to keep right out of sight because there's no chance that we have that money. Ditto for the fertilizer. And the truck and trailer we already have, so it's nice. Is that Kingston Trailers? Yep. It's a nice trailer. We just don't need one. Speaking of trailers, we have a small trailer, but the thing I don't like about these is the back. This is for big equipment only, really, and we drive a lot of small things. We got a food truck if we were doing that sort of thing, but we're not. Baling, the same thing. And a cultivator, but oh, what is this? Now this is nice. This New Holland right here. Man, I could imagine how many things we could get done. We could start accepting deliveries a little easier. We could start cleaning up the barn a little easier. And if we're going to be loading silage, this looks like something that might come in handy here. Let's just check it out real quick. Oh yeah. Alright, we're just gonna put it down before they yell at us. I think we're allowed to drive them. I hope. Either way, I didn't drive it too far. Turns on, it sounds great. And if I'm looking to bid on it, that's something that I'm going to want to know. So, and it also comes with this over here. Yes, look at this. This is a good combination right here. This is something that I think we might want to bid on here. Look at that crone. I wish. That's all I'm going to say about the chances of us bidding on that. I wish. Either way, let's get into the auction. Let's see if we can get some things. Let's see if everything here is too expensive. You know, you didn't have to do that.
Do what?
What do you mean, do what? You just helped me buy that skid steer.
Well, correction, Herd. I threw $1,000 in that you didn't have so you could get that skid steer. But also because the guy that was buying from you owed me some money.
So that was your way of getting even?
I plead the fifth.
Alright, well, either way, I'll pay you back with all the transportation jobs that I'm hopefully going to be able to do for you, right?
Just took an ad out on the UMRV Today's classified section, so yeah, I'm thinking that we're going to get some more bites, hopefully, here.
Yeah, let's hope. Both of us could use the money. I want to buy some more of the equipment that we've seen back there. Now with Justin dropped off, we are headed back up to the Smith family farm, or Smith family auction, I guess is more accurate to say. But let me explain what happened back there. We were in a bidding war, me and this other farmer, for the skid steer, the New Holland. And it got down to the wire. I had every dime that I had brought to this auction, and I was ready to spend it on this skid steer. Well, then just in the last second, a farmer outbid me. Immediately, Justin told me to raise the price. He would give me $1,000. I did, and we won the auction. And now, later, I am shown that Justin's pettiness has gotten us this skid steer. Now I'm a little nervous to come around here and pick it up. I don't see that man, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry about any altercation or anything like that. I don't even know if he's mad at me, more so Justin. But either way, we are going to win this skid steer, and we're going to take it back to the farm. But first, we have to load it on this trailer. And actually, let me get these unstrapped here so that we can load it up. We got this little trailer still. I'm not really sure how this is going to play out, but I'm hoping that we're able to get this on and then attach ourselves to that bucket and get both this and the bucket on, obviously. I guess time will tell. Now we're going to try to put this all the way in the front. There we go. Drop it. And now we got to get this bucket on. Once we get this bucket on, hopefully the skid steer will fit on and we will be down the road. But there's a lot of assumptions there, and I've learned already in farming not to make a bunch of assumptions. Let's try to get this hooked up here. There's a big bucket in the way here. Let me see if I can see underneath this. And now this is where we hope. Let's get it on there. And yes. Well, it's not the prettiest looking thing, I'm going to say that, but we are going to strap it down and head down the road. I'm pretty sure this will do it. And a very successful day here at the auction, and we've still got a lot to do today. We still have to mow the other side of our yard, our big field there that we didn't mow. We're going to do that. That's going to take a long time. Maybe the rest of the day. I'm not really sure. You know, that's the thing. I haven't really brush hogged a lot of this. I haven't ever brush hogged all of it at once. The first time we brush hogged it was the last episode, so I'm interested to see how long it takes. I'm hoping that it doesn't take as long as I think it's going to take, but if it does, that's farming. Now we got to get this skid steer back to the farm, so let's get that done, and I will pick this back up when we're closer. And now back up at the farm and almost lunchtime already. Time flies when you're trying to get things done in farming. Man, I wish my previous job went this fast, but it did not. That's why we're out here, and now it goes too fast. Go figure. Either way, let's get this to the garage, and we are going to take it off the trailer. I think we'll probably look at it later. I've had no indication that there's anything to worry about, and if we're really telling the truth, I'm not really sure I would be able to identify what was wrong with it outside of it not starting. That's the kind of knowledge mechanically that I bring to the farm, which obviously needs to get better if we're going to keep farming. But let's turn this off and let's get this skid steer off of this trailer. Looks like it rode okay. It looks like it's going to ride right off of the trailer without us there, if not for those forks right there. Let's pick this up. And now I want to put these in the garage, but the tractor's in the way right now, and I do not have the key. It's up there. So we're just going to put it in front of the garage for now, and then when we get done with the mowing, or eventually, we will put it in the garage. But let's just put them right here for right now. That way we can get everything off. And man, driving this around, I still can't believe that we won this. But it's on our farm now, and I think what we're going to use this for most of the time is to load and move silage. I would really like to start delivering the silage if we could. We're obviously a trailer short, but I would really like to do that sort of stuff so that we can bring farmers some stuff that they need for their dairy cows that we really don't need, and the grass just grows like that, so we don't need to spend countless amounts of money on seed or anything. I think it's a great way to start off. Alright, now we have a couple more things that we have to do before we get out to the field. Obviously, we are going to have to get that mower, so we've got to take care of the pottinger here, and by take care of it, honestly, at this point in the day, I really just mean move it out of the way. So let's just take it over here and just put it over here in the grass, get it out of the way of the road, so we're not blocking anything like that. And we can leave that there for a minute when we get the brush hog here. Now I'm hoping that we can back up in to the garage and not move the windrower, just so we can save some time. It does take some time to hook these things up and get them off the tractor, so let's see if we can do this without moving the windrower. That would be excellent. Just looking at that skid steer just brings a smile to my face every time, because it is a new piece of equipment here. Well, new to us piece of equipment here on the farm. Let's see if we can just push it back. There we go, and look at that, perfectly lined up. Let me get all of this attached. PTO. That's on. Is it right? Let me do that again. There we go. Now it's on. Didn't feel right the first time. We'll lift that mower up and we will get out of here and into the field. And we have got a big field to mow. We mowed the last time and we mowed, I don't know, maybe an eighth of our field, a fifth of our field. I've never been a math whiz, but it's the shorter end of the field. Let's just say that for sure. And now what is this? Text message from Justin. Found an incredible deal on some beef cows. Are you still interested? It's a steal for these. Alright. Oh, let's just message him back. How many? Alright. Well, a lot to consider with that text message. As is usually the case when Justin messages us, it's usually something to consider. He is always a busy guy. He's got a lot of opportunities for us, so it will be good. If we can get a couple more cows, I guess. I mean, we've got 6 cows right now, 2 calves, 2 12-month-olds, and 2 18-month-olds. So let me get this mower here started. We can continue the discussion there, but Hold that down. Turn that on, and we are ready to start mowing. But yeah, the cows, we're keeping the 18-month-olds for a couple more months until they hit the prime level of on the beef scale here. We are going to take the 12-month-olds and make them get a little bit more weight on them so that we can add a little bit more weight to them so we can sell them at a higher price, obviously. And then obviously the calves are going to be in the barn over the winter, so we are going to need to get some straw, some hay, something like that to throw down in the barn for them, because the winters up here in Prairie du Chien are not comfortable. I will say that. Justin's mom just left, you know, and his dad's down in Florida now, coming up partially, but I don't blame him. I mean, it does get pretty cold up here in the Wisconsin and Iowa, northern Iowa area, so who knows? But either way, we have to get this field done. As you can see, we've got a lot of field to do, and when we wait on Justin's number to see how many cows there are, I'm hoping there may be, 5 or 6. That would be nice. Start a herd of like 11, get that all set up, and then everything would be perfect, because I think we have enough field, we have enough grass, all that is already considered and plentiful over here at this farm, to be honest. But we have enough barn room, so that would be easy. I'm hoping he says 5 or 6 more. Like I said, a herd of 11, 12, that would be excellent. But right now we got to get this field done, because I want to start selling some silage. And I'm looking at how big this field is, and I'm wondering if we're going to mow too much grass, where I'm probably going to have to get some more boards and put down another place to put some heap of grass so that we can put a blanket over it and make it ferment into silage. That's what I want to do. The more I talk around town, the more I find that people just don't want to spend the time or the land cutting grass. They would rather be growing a crop. And for me, it's growing a crop seems like a very advanced thing. I think I'm biting off a lot more than I can chew, but at the end of the day, we've already told the Kodiak Brewery that we were going to be making some wheat, so I'm hoping that we can start planting that in a couple months when we have to. But either way, I don't know where we're going to do it. It might be over closer to the farm, maybe that first area that we cut with the mower there. Maybe we'll just plow that area up and make it wheat, because we've only got a couple chickens, and I'm not really sure exactly how many customers we're going to get right off the bat, because we're new in town, nobody knows us, so I get that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to start making some sales calls around town. Luckily, that is my field. That is where I come from in the city. I was a sales guy, so that is not as intimidating to me as it might be other people, which is good. But either way, there's going to need to be a need in town for some wheat, and I'm hoping that there is some, because I can't be the only guy in Prairie du Chien or McGregor that is really shocked at this $70 bag of chicken food. I have not found any gold nuggets in it yet. I have not found a Wonka bar or a ticket to an amusement park. I have not found anything in there except for regular chicken feed that costs a lot more. But hey, let's get this all mowed up and let's get this done. And now around 5 o'clock in the field here, and we are finally done mowing all of this up, and I'm excited because the next time we're going to be able to get the windrower out, get it into some swaths, and pick it up with the forage wagon. That way we can start fermenting all of this grass into silage, and hopefully we'll be able to sell them. Now, let's see if he messaged us back. And he did. Let's open it up. 20 cows?